Assalamu alaikum. My name is Almaran Al Jamil, and today I'm going to take you behind the scenes on how I trim, season, and smoke my brisket. Here we have a 11-pound Zabihah Halal Brisket, currently sitting at a room temperature. We'll take it out of the plastic first and start trimming it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to remove it from the packaging. And neck here. Here, paper towel, and make sure that it's dry, and then you can start trimming it. So this doesn't have a lot of fat on it, so which is good. So on the underneath of the brisket, you might want to take as much fat off as possible, so you can have the seasoning penetrate your meat. I'm gonna take a sharp knife and then I'm gonna start trimming. And this is actually good fat, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut it in small pieces and I'm gonna put it in a bowl, and this becomes our tallow. I want to take some of this off. I don't take the entire thing off. People usually take this entire thing off, and it kind of creates a hole. So I don't usually do that. I just take enough off to make it a bit flatter. And this is actually good fat, and we can make tallow, halal beef tallow from it. So I can take a bit off here. I'm gonna go back to that, but this is a bit of a fat, and I'm gonna take this off and get some meat also, but it's okay. And then I could show you this. So there's the meat kind of hangs on the side, or not the meat, sorry, flat, or the fat. And I'm gonna take the fat off from here. All right, I think I'm kind of happy with this, so I'm gonna switch to the other side. See, I took off some from this side. So here, there's not a whole lot of fat, and I'm fine with this. This is what you call the fat cap, or the fat side. So I'm not gonna take a whole lot of fat off. I'm pretty happy with this. All right. I'm just going to take a little bit more off so we can have more for some tallow. All right, so we got our brisket trimmed up. So we are going to season it now. I'm gonna start seasoning with the fat side up first, and then I'm gonna go move to the other side. These are basically what I use. This is a combination of a mixture of paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, some celery seeds, and black pepper, a little bit of black pepper. No secret ingredient here. This is just a 16 mash black pepper. Typically in Texas or the Texas style barbecue or brisket, you will only see black pepper and salt, and sometimes they put garlic powder as well. So that's the Texas style. The reason I put more seasoning on it because the desi taste buds, like people from the Southeast Asia or South Asia, we tend to enjoy more seasoning taste rather than the meat taste. And also it penetrates inside the meat, and then it gives you a really, really good flavor. So I guess that's my secret. But so anyhow, without further ado, I also do not add any kind of binder. You will see people putting mustard or oil or Worcestershire sauce or even hot sauce as a binder. I don't put any binder because in my experience, I feel like if you put a binder on top of your seasoning, then binder becomes a layer. So it kind of prevents all the seasoning to penetrate your meat. So that's why I don't usually believe in any kind of binder. So what I'm gonna do is my right hand, I'm gonna take off my gloves, put it in trash because I don't need to use my right hand anymore, and I'm just gonna start seasoning. And you can be generous on this side because it's just fat. It's not gonna penetrate much. So this is important because this catches all the smoke, and that's one of the #1 ingredient for your brisket to be smoky if you're smoking it. Alright, so I'm going to do the next side. I have a bigger cutting board, but I have an even bigger brisket that I already seasoned, and it's in the fridge, so that's why I have to use this one. So, alright, same exercise. Put the brisket seasoning, and then we're going to put the I'm happy with my seasoning on it, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cling wrap it, and it will go into my fridge for at least 12 hours. So these been dry brining in the refrigerator for almost 10 hours. So as you can see, the juices. So typically what I do is I season them at night and I put them in the fridge overnight, and then I cook, put them in the smoker early morning. But today I'm doing the opposite. I actually season them in the morning, and I'm gonna cook them overnight. So we're gonna put them in the smoker like this, unwrapped, until it reaches temperature around 165. And once it reaches 165, we are going to wrap it, and then I'm gonna target the temperature would be around 200, so it doesn't go over 200 internal overnight. So the sweet spot that I'm looking at to finish them is 201. Right. So both the briskets are in the smoker. I am targeting 225 temperature right now for the next 3 to 4 hours until I get a good bark, and then I'm gonna wrap them and hopefully change the temperature to 200 and for the overnight cook. So alright, so we got some really good color. We still have some meat sweats or fat that's being rendered. There's some dry areas. You want to make sure that it doesn't get dried out. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna spritz this with, this is water and apple cider vinegar, and you can use apple juice. I've used apple juice, I've used apple cider vinegar. Just want to make sure that it is kept moist. That's looking good. So still not quite 165 yet, and I'm gonna check this with my handy instant read thermometer here. 135. 130, so still long ways to go, and we're gonna check the flats here. $159. Okay, that's closer. So we're gonna wait for 165 in the point, not the flat, and then we're gonna wrap it. So hopefully in the next an hour or so. So it's been 3 hours already since we put this, so we're gonna wait for another hour or so before we wrap this up. Alright, so this is a second brisket that I'm wrapping, and this is all the fat that I put in the smoker. So all this fat juices on top. This is the hard. And then short one minute. Alright, so both of our briskets are back in the on the grill, on the smoker right now. So I'm gonna dial the temperature to 200, and I'm gonna leave it overnight, so it doesn't go over 200 when I wake up in the morning. So I'll check early in the morning. So see you guys in the morning. Alright, so this one is actually It's reached this temperature of I target 203. Oh, sorry, 201. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is done. Yep. So you see how blood free it is. All right, so what I'm gonna do. Oh, I'm gonna put this in my barbecue bag. So we're gonna put this in this cooler, and for the next, I guess, 3 to 4 hours. So. Wait. Exactly. Yes, it's fruit sugar. See how tender this is. Like a full juicy. This is how you judge a brisket. It's full of juiciness, and then it doesn't break on its own. But when you break it, it actually breaks apart without any issues. So. Look at the smoke rings. And see how tender this is. Oh, this is a dry piece. It's supposed to be a dry piece, but it's so tender. So.